So I'm gonna speed through this really fast because I gotta get to the important stuff. Um, I haven't been uploading because I honestly forgot I had a YouTube channel. Um, yeah. So that and what's it? I just hadn't been in the mood like for a couple months. Yeah. Anyways, with so the reason I'm making this after so long of not doing videos is because I have a very important message. Okay. Technically two messages, but they're like about the same thing. So yeah. The first one is I am moving. I'm moving out of Texas because Texas is no longer a safe state for me. It's no longer safe for people, kids like me. And by that I mean trans. If you don't already know, Texas is a very red state. The city I am in, however, is a very blue city, but that doesn't eliminate the fact that it's a red state. I'm safe in the city, but not in the state. Alrighty. So with that, there have been the Texas legislature. I can't speak right now. The governors, is it governor? I don't know. The people of Texas, yes, who make up the state laws. I cannot remember what they're called right now. Have decided that over the years, Texas has gotten progressively worse. But now it's a turning point, the tipping point, where it is no longer safe in my state for me. The state that I have grown up in, only ever lived in, is no longer safe for me. No longer wants me here. And will do anything to eradicate my existence. So yeah, I'm moving out of the state of Texas to somewhere safer. Yeah. So the reason for the move, so honestly, to say that I probably will be posting not within the next couple months, but yeah, maybe once or twice within the next 3 or 4 months, just to update you on how everything's been going. But yeah, so I'm gonna try and post more often because for a good while this channel had become a sort of a journal for me, mainly because the journal that I had was stolen by my ex. Well, not stolen. I told him to look after it, or if he wanted to read it, he could read it, and then he never gave it back to me, which is fair because I never gave him back his jackets, but that's a whole other thing. Yeah. So, I'm moving to a different state. I will not disclose said state. But yeah, we're moving to a different state. The reason is because the people who made the bills, I cannot think of the name of the people who made the bills, like what they're called, like what, if it's like a council, I don't know. People who made the bills, who made the state laws, are passing a bill September 1st of 2023. That is this year. They are passing a bill. It's already been signed, both of them. They're passing bills that make it impossible for trans people, specifically kids. One of them is aimed at kids, one of them is aimed at adults, like me, who are trans. Doesn't matter what. be it transmass, transfemme, or just non-binary, gender fluid, doesn't matter. It is making it really hard to live here. Senate Bill 14 states that any underage person who is receiving gender affirming care after September 1st will no longer be able to legally continue medication in Texas. Meaning, I can't get testosterone in Texas after September 1st. I can get period blockers because they are, technically speaking, it is medicinally, it is used also for birth control. It is the same medication, it is the same drug as most birth control. So it can still be prescribed. But I won't be able to get testosterone. Trans women who are on estrogen will not be able to get estrogen. Those are for people who are underage. As far as I know, it's just under 18, which, underage. Yeah. And yes, it doesn't seem that big of a deal because I only have 2 years, closer to 1. A year and a half, I think. Yeah. A year and a half I only have a year and a half of being underage. But who's to say within that year and a half that Texas will not update that bill that turns into a law to make it to where any transgender person, be it underage or of an adult, cannot get any gender affirming care. Who's to say that Texas won't let it stop at children? Who's to say Texas won't let it stop at anyone who wants not just medication, but top surgery, bottom surgery? For transfemme, vocal feminization, feminizing face, structured, like, who's to say it won't happen? So, yeah. Now, I am moving from the place that I have only ever called home. Moving from the city that I have only ever called home. To move somewhere that I don't even know. Well, I mean, I do know, but I don't know the area. It's a completely different terrain than Texas. Starting over my life, starting over my parents, my family's life, because someone says I can't be me. Because practically a state full of people says that I can't be me, says that I can't exist within their borders. Now, there is another bill, Senate Bill 12. As far as I know, Senate Bill 12 has not been signed, but it will be passed. Also on September 1st of 2023. Senate Bill 12 states that adults who choose to purposefully dress as their gender identity can and will be arrested for being a sex offender and will be put on the sex offender registry list. I have 1.5 years until that law would affect me if I were to stay here. Nobody who is trans deserves to be put in jail and arrested for something that can absolutely will change up their life just for being themselves. I can't dress like this. I can't dress to pass within the state of Texas without if I were to stay here, I wouldn't be able to dress within the state of Texas trying to be perceived as a guy. Yes, it does state that it is for adults, but kids 15, 16, 17 have been tried as adults for much less. Have been sentenced as adults would be sentenced for much less. Now, this is the part where I need your help. I'm not going to get far on my own. My family, we will not get far on our own. So we need help. I know if I'm lucky, 9 people will watch this. But please, will those 9 people, even if it's just my friends, share this, link this to other people? Because I need help getting out of here. I never thought I'd be running away from the place that I so happily, for 16 years, called home. Just because some old people do not want me here. So, what you guys can do to help is I'm going to put a GoFundMe in the link below. It is to help my family, help us to get out of here. And I'm aware that I am one of the lucky few that gets to leave. One of the lucky few that we don't have the resources, but we're getting them by kind people who want to help us get out of here. I'm one of the few who have been able to go and transition, not just socially, but with not even just socially, being able to socially transition, being able to medically transition, to even start to try to legally transition, change my name, change my gender marker. I am one of the lucky few in this day and age that gets to do that. At my age, in my state, that gets to do that. But I need help to stay this way, to stay being able to be on testosterone, to stay being able to live my life as I want it. I need help. So, I don't ask for much. I don't even ask that you donate. It'd be amazing if you can. But I ask to get the word out. More people, not even within the state of Texas, but other states, need to hear this. need to understand that the people that are criminalized for doing nothing but using a restroom, they're doing nothing more than walking down the street, do not deserve to be criminals. We do not deserve to get locked up, to get punished, to have our life put on the line when we didn't ask for it, because we exist. Because we are here, because we have a voice. We didn't ask for this. We didn't ask for this life to be thrown into a body that is not ours. We didn't ask to have to start from the ground up in something that we hated. We never asked for that. We were dealt the cards we have and we're making do. Everybody does it. Why can't we? So, share it. Watch this video through to the end. It's not long, I promise. Mine are usually a lot longer. But watch it, share it, understand it, resonate with it. Do not let other people like me be criminals for existing, for wanting to be comfortable in our own body. Because truth be told, when I found out that I was trans, and just the thought of my family not being accepting was enough to make me want to go try and fly. And there are people out there every day who cannot come out to their families, who are being killed, who are committing suicide. If it's fine for a cis person to want to change how they look, why is it not okay for a trans person? Plastic surgery is often used for cis people to make them feel better. Plastic surgery is often used for trans people to make us feel right. Bigoted people think that just by saying it's not your right chromosomes, there's something wrong with you. It's not my right chromosomes. It's not. I have XX. I don't have XY. But I'd like to. It would be so much easier. Just the way that you wish you had blonde hair and blue eyes. I wish that I was a guy. That rhymed. I didn't like that. The same way you wish you were just a little bit thinner. I wish I could change my body to be more like a guy's. The same way you want to work out to be stronger, to look stronger, I'd give anything to look stronger. The same way people with breast cancer get their breast removed out of a medical necessity. Some people want theirs removed, not out of a medical necessity, but a mental one. when you are mentally sick, when you have an illness, OCD, PTSD, anxiety, depression, you will give anything to make it feel right. We just want to feel right. And in the state of Texas, I'm not allowed to. Not anymore. So, help me give other people who are trans a voice. Give allies who want to support us a voice. And if you don't understand or don't like what I'm saying, either try to understand or just leave. What is the point in saying something negative? You say something negative, there's always going to be another positive thing out there. Always. So, I did say that this wasn't going to be that long, but whatever. So, that's it. Yeah. And once again, to those 9 people who have been watching, I said 9 at the very beginning. I just threw out a number. To those 9 people who are still watching, who have watched the end, thank you. And remember, share it. Get it out there. Yeah.